You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
There's a lot of buzz around Boston Bruins forward Pavel Zacha right now, and for good reason. Multiple teams have been linked to him, but two stand out: the Montreal Canadiens and the Calgary Flames. What makes this situation especially intriguing is that Montreal and Boston are bitter rivals, and a trade between them involving actual roster players hasn't happened since 2001. That long drought alone makes the speculation worth following. Reports have confirmed that the Canadiens have already inquired about Zacha, and they're not alone. The Flames have also expressed interest, and it seems other clubs are keeping tabs on him too. For Montreal, the pursuit is pretty significant. General manager Kent Hughes has been vocal about finding a reliable second-line center, someone who can solidify the depth behind Nick Suzuki. Zacha, at 28 years old, checks a lot of boxes. He's versatile, he's got size at 6 feet 3 inches, and he's produced consistently since joining Boston. Over the past 3 seasons, he's notched 56 goals and 163 points, while also playing responsibly on the defensive side of the puck. That kind of balance is exactly what Montreal has been searching for. The challenge, though, is whether Boston is even ready to move him. Sources have been clear that Bruins GM Don Sweeney isn't actively shopping Zacha. Instead, he's simply listening to offers, which is part of the job. The buzz around his availability has been driven more by other teams reaching out than by Boston pushing him to the market. That means a deal isn't imminent, and any serious discussions might not heat up until later in the year, possibly around American Thanksgiving, when teams really start assessing their rosters. As for potential trade pieces, Montreal has some prospects that keep coming up in chatter. Names like Joshua Roy, Oliver Kapanen, and defenseman Jaden Struble have been floated. Struble, in particular, is interesting because Boston scouts know him well from his local roots and college career. But even then, insiders suggest it would take more than one young defenseman to pry Zacha out of Boston. On paper, this all makes sense for the Canadiens. They recently freed up cap space by moving Carey Price's contract, a move designed to give them flexibility if the right center became available. Zacha fits the mold perfectly, but the Canadiens' front office has also made it clear they're not eager to sacrifice their young core unless the return is a perfect fit. Hughes has explored other options too, such as checking in on Anaheim's Mason McTavish, but the Ducks aren't ready to part with him. So for now, the story around Zacha feels like one of those simmering situations. Nothing urgent is happening today, but the interest is real, and the stakes are high. If the Bruins stumble out of the gate this season, and pressure builds before the holiday trade freeze, the idea of moving Zacha could shift from just listening to something much more serious. And if Montreal ends up being the team that pulls it off, it would mark a rare and dramatic twist in one of hockey's oldest rivalries. Stay subscribed for more videos.